Houston. Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Body goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I see that new bay alert, gonna be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost. Like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose to. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no, no?
I never took anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, they carry it like I'm moving them. I told him to 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breakfast by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a bitch, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, and who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mahomes now on first down. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
4 down, 4 down. Ready. Green 39. Green 39.
Now here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. A gain of 6 there on first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes going to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He wants to throw it here. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out.
On the ball! On the ball!
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Oh, design run for their wideout. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Going deep downfield for... And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing. Our time. It's our time.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Rolling to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Green,
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play, Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green, 45 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 25-yard line. Dalton here from the gun, letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Dalton now to pass. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Cairo Santos, former Chiefs kicker, on for the field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 13, waiting to return.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Going left side, it's complete. And he's brought down after a good game. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Mahomes. McConley's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A toss play to Hunt. Always got some breathing room. Finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Hey, here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing. Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one forth. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Got to be careful here. Dalton Green with a catch left side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And I think the offense is going to keep possession. Yes, they are, but they're backed up now at their own 2-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. First and 10 for Dalton. And that's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Andy Dalton now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Chris Jones coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Kansas City will kick this one off. Number 23, ready to return.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll get this one up to the 26. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
On the ball! On the ball!
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Mixon with a first down carry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Back to Mixon on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. from the gun. Dalton. Now he's forced out left. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Zing, 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 zing.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Malone. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly, 10 yards, as they'll get it to 2nd and 10.
On the ball! On the ball!
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Operating from the gun, Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. That's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
This is caught, and he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Look at the spin. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions.
He's got a man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Perfect. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. So Dalton now. And the grab by Croft. And he is going to lose yardage here. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
Go, on the ball! On the ball!
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And now here comes Kansas City. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll toss it to Hunt. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
He sets to fire deep. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On third down, Mixon. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So out comes the field goal team once more. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins. 43 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Check 43. Left.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
A toss running left. That's Hunt, and he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Nice.
Not running. Dalton wants to throw. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Right back to him on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Bengals, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.